They've changed the lyrics now. You know that nursery rhyme, what should we do with the drunken sailor? Changed it. So now, what should we do with the grumpy pirate? Because that's more... The woke police, policing the cancel culture, have decided that's better. I don't know if it is. We've gone from a drunken sailor to now a grumpy pirate who's, a depressed thief. Is it any better? And instead of put him in the longboat till he's sober, it's tickle him until he giggles. A bit weird, isn't it? We're tickling pirates who roam the seas and rape and pillage till he giggles. And it never ends. Baa Black Sheep is now the little baby that lives down the lane. It's got to be gender neutral. You can't have boys that live down the lane. What about girls? Girls are people too. Yeah, we know. Now there's babies living in the lane, mate. You could get rid of all of them. You could get rid of all of them. Humpty Dumpty, what's he doing up there on that wall without a harness? Can we bring health and safety here? There's an egg on a wall without a harness. He should be in high vis. And that playground should be padded. This is very dangerous. What is an egg doing on a wall? And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him back together again. That is a mountain of resources. You gotta laugh. What the friggin' hell's going on? Ring-a-ring-a-rosy. A pocket full of post. A tissue. They all fall down. We should be social distancing around here. These people need to self-isolate. We've got kids sneezing. Can we get some tests here? We need to give them vaccination number 179. Where does this end? You can read into everything if you're not careful. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O is the dyslexic alphabet. That's the dyslexic alphabet. You know we're marginalising dyslexics. And while we're on animals, this little piggy went to market. That's unacceptable. That's marginalising vegans and vegetarians. It should be this little soy-based protein that's made in a factory that's in the shape of a strip of bacon and marketed as, I can't believe it's not bacon, went to market. And what about mice? Mice are people too. 3 blind mice. We've got blind mice and people are laughing at how they're running, and then we've got a farmer's wife, or at least someone who identifies as a farmer's wife, probably a they, them, wouldn't even know it, chasing after them with a carving knife. Oh, the violence against mice. Mice are people too. End violence against mice. And hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck one. So now we've got clocks beating mice up. End mice abuse now. And little kids are just sitting in playground just picking their bums. They don't even get any of it. But no, there's people earning a good solid week's wages, rocking up at 9 o'clock in the morning and sitting down and doing a good week's work to get their pension, deciding on this shit. Our taxes. Little Miss Muffet, that's inappropriate. And hair. It's gender and hair specific. We need to change it to Little Miss Merkin sat on a gherkin. If you don't know what a merkin is, Google it. Little Miss Merkin sat on a gherkin is much more appropriate. Georgie Porgy kissed the girls and made them cry. There's no consent there. These girls obviously don't want to be kissed. They're crying. Georgie Porgy should be put in jail. We need to make an example out of Georgie Porgy. Talk about male privilege. The thing 100 years old, that nursery rhyme. The Grand Old Duke of York marched his men all the way up and then marched them down again. 10,000 men marching up and down the hill for no reason. That's unfair work conditions. I hope they had a break, and I hope those uniforms are gluten-free. It's always that face. And while we're speaking of hills, we need to ban Jack and Jill. They didn't go up there to get a pail of water. They came back with a daughter. Can we get some supervision around here? These kids. And there's that egg up there. On a wall. Unsupervised too. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's a golden shower fish. All right, taking it too far. Baa Black Sheep. You change one word in Baa Black Sheep and it makes sense. Baa Black Sheep, have you any drugs? Yes, sir. 3 baggies full. One for the master, one for the dame. So who's the master? Is he a pimp? Who's the dame? Is she a hooker? And one for the little boy who lives down the lane. So he's a street kid. So what we got is the black sheep of the family selling drugs to hookers, pimps and street kids. Taking it too far. Anyway, what are we going to do? Just sit on a hill and eat air, eat bowls of steam, inflatable rubber ball and say nothing? Where does it end? Stand up and fight for these kids. Our taxes are paying for this. Oh, and the Ukraine, which that's okay.